Hello YouTube fam, and welcome to March 11th, 2025, where I'm officially giving you my 3-month update on my Ozempic journey. For those of you that have been following me, thank you so much for your support, your comments, your encouragement, your questions, your tips, absolutely everything. It's people like you that keep me so motivated to keep doing these videos. Just like the other day, I received a comment from somebody that was patiently waiting for my next video to come out. And I've been waiting for, 2-3 days, however long it's been, just to make this video because of people like you. So I just really wanted to jump on really quickly and say thank you to everybody for your support. And if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when my new videos are coming through. I typically like to do one at least once a month, sometimes more, but I kind of made the commitment to myself and I made the commitment to you guys at least once a month to give you guys an updated monthly progress report with Ozempic. So let's jump into numbers. When I started Ozempic, December 13th, 2024, I weighed 261 pounds. I believe in my first month, I dropped down 14 pounds, which was kind of a given. I mean, 261 pounds, a lot of water weight's gonna come off, a lot of inflammation. I was expecting a pretty big drop. It stayed consistent in my second month, did drop down a little bit. I think I got down to 244, I believe. I think I lost like a total of like 23 pounds in month 1 and month 2. And then here we are in month 3, and I stepped on the scale this morning and I'm officially down to 228 pounds, meaning I have lost 33 pounds in just under 3 months. So yeah, so exciting. I don't even have like proper words to like put this into context, what this means for my life. For everybody who's followed me through my journey of weight loss for years knows that I yo-yo. I try everything. I do ketones. I'm not gonna bash those. They helped me with getting over my binge eating disorder, 100%. Did lose weight from it. So ketones, they were great. But I've done Arbonne. I've done, I'm sorry, children playing. I've done Contrave. I've done Saxenda. I've tried Ozempic once before. I've tried so many different things. Keto, calorie restricting, paleo, the list goes on. Somebody who is an avid binge eater, somebody that suffers with weight loss their entire life, yo-yo dieting and obsessing over losing weight, we already know that just leads us up to yo-yo dieting and failure. So Ozempic to me has given me back my life in the sense that it's the first time in my life where I don't obsess about my weight. It's the first time in my life where I don't obsess about how, what carbs I'm putting in my body, what fat I'm putting in my body, what sugar I'm putting in my body. I don't have to sit there and track every single thing. I don't restrict myself from foods. If I want to have a candy, I'm damn well gonna have a candy. I never experienced that, being able to do that. I never experienced being able to recognize hunger cues. And actually, what is hunger? I've never been able to experience that when I'm full, I'm full. And with Ozempic, okay, honey. Yeah, dirty hands. Okay, yeah, there we go. With Ozempic, it's given me my life back, that I'm not obsessing. And when I'm not obsessing, I'm watching the weight just, I was going to say slowly dissipate, but it's quite rapidly coming off. So no complaints. Month 3 has been a little bit more different than month 1 and month 2. So I'll dive right into that part. Month 1 and month 2, I had not much of an appetite at all. And so that's kind of why I figured that, I think if you watch my last video, I talked about like I was at 0.5 milligram and I had no desire to go up to 1 milligram, like none at all. I was losing weight successfully. There was no reason why I needed to up my dose to 1 milligram. And when I started month 3, so right after month 2, I kind of started noticing that it wasn't so much food noise that I was getting, but maybe in a sense, but my appetite was a little bit more than it was in month 1 and month 2. And I've read this, I'm on Facebook groups, I've read this before where people are like, it was working really well for me and then all of a sudden it stopped working for me. And I'm like, uh-oh, I'm gonna be one of those people. Because I noticed that I was wanting to eat a little bit more. Sorry, my son is shoving fruit snacks into water guns. But yeah, I just kind of noticed that like I would be sitting on the couch and I would think to myself like I should have breakfast, or I would just kind of be sitting down and come into the kitchen and open the fridge and be like, what can I eat? But I actually probably didn't actually have hunger cues at that point. So I kind of started to be in a little bit of a panic, like, uh-oh, I don't want to go backwards. Maybe I do need to increase my dose to 1 milligram. But after reading a lot of Facebook groups, and this is why I love making videos, because videos like this is what people need to see. Real testimonies of what people are actually going through, not from a doctor, from somebody that's legitimately taking this medication. It's so important because if you Google like Ozempic on, not Google, but if you search YouTube for Ozempic, you're getting a lot of doctors, and either they're going to love it or they're going to hate it, right? It's like, there's really no gray area. So to hear from a real person who's on this medication is, we need more of it, and to see their experiences. So I learned from the Facebook group that a lot of people kind of hit plateaus or their food noise kind of comes back, but they say just give it time. And so instead of just jumping into that 1 milligram, I thought to myself, I'm going to give it a month. I'm going to see what happens in the next month. Maybe I am hungry. Maybe my body's adjusted to the medication and I just need to move up to 1 milligram, but I'm going to give it a month. And I'm really glad that I did, because I lost 11 pounds in last month. And I was eating more than I was in month 1 and month 2. But I've learned something about myself. I've learned that with Ozempic, I don't crave sugar and junk. Do I have a candy every now and then? Yeah, but it's like I go to the corner store and instead of getting a big bag or 4 bags of candy, I like get the little individual size for like 150, 200 calories. That's my special little treat maybe once a month. It used to be like every Friday, and now it's like, oh, I don't need it every Friday. I'll have it once a month. Another thing is, like, you should see the inside of my fridge. It is full of fruit and berries. Like, my fridge is so colorful right now. There's leafy greens, there's carrots, there's avocado, there's so much beautiful rainbow colors in my fridge, but I'm obsessed with berries. And I'm obsessed with yogurt, Greek vanilla yogurt. I know you're probably gonna bash me and say, oh, that's got a lot of sugar in it. I'm not restricting myself from anything on Ozempic. I'm just being mindful of how much I put into my body. I'm being mindful of what I'm putting into my body as well. But the one thing that I've learned, I think, about Ozempic and from hearing people's stories is if you don't change something and you just rely on the medication to make you eat less, when you're off the medication, you haven't learned anything. And so I've made it really a really important part of my journey to switch my mind from, instead of candy, instead of having, like, I'm trying to think, like pita bread and dip or chips and dip, or I'm just like throwing things out there. I'm not a chip girl, but I am more likely to go into my fridge and I'm pulling out the blueberries, the raspberries, the apples, oranges, grapes, I'm more inclined to pull out fruit, yogurt and granola. A lot if I feel like I need breakfast. I used to buy white bread, and I'm buying whole wheat. I'm buying 12 grain, 16 grain, and I'm making avocado toast. And for any of you that have not tried it yet, I'm gonna give a suggestion. If you like avocado toast, you get yourself some everything bagel seasoning and sprinkle it on top of your avocado toast. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. But I have made very cautious decisions to change what I am putting into my body. But that doesn't mean that I'm taking out the things that I enjoy either. That's not what Ozempic is for me. It's not about that I'm taking a medication and I also need a diet. It's about taking a medication that makes me understand my body more, and there's a proper signal that's going from my brain to my stomach to be like, you're full and you're hungry. And that is what Ozempic is doing for me. That is what I needed in my life. So I think I'm just going to continue at staying at 0.5, because even though I've increased how much I'm eating, and not by much, I would say I probably average on maybe like 800 to like 1300 calories a day, but I feel full, and I don't feel like I'm being malnourished. And here's another thing that I'll throw out there. I just got blood work done yesterday. For years, every time I get blood work done, there always is a red flag that pops up because of my thyroid. My numbers have never been in the ideal zone for probably the last 7 years, so there's always a red flag. And the doctor that I had a call with last month sent in a requisition for blood work. It was to check like a whole panel of things. He's like, I want to check diabetes, I want to check liver, I want to check kidneys, I want to check blah, 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 blah. Which was great. And he checked my thyroid. And last night I opened up my blood work online and I noticed a little red flag. And I'm like, oh, something's off. And I looked, and it was maybe my red blood cell count, and it was the cutoff for the normal zone was like 14.5, and I was like 14.6. So I mean, it's not like it's really out of range. Everything on my blood work, urine tests, everything came back completely perfect. Again, there's, my body is responding to this medication. I feel good. I'm getting my energy back up. I feel not so much brain fog. Like, I feel so much better. So I'm going to stay at 0.5. And when I do notice those little plateaus, just like being aware of, okay, like I'm hitting a little bit of a stall here, or like the food noise is really strong right now. And just checking with my body and be like, are you hungry though? Or is this just, you know, because I want my body to, when I'm off this medication, I want to still remember those hunger cues and those full cues. So just really recognizing and paying attention to my body, I think, is like really crucial. But yeah, things are going so well. 33 pounds down for month 3. And so here's going into month 4. And I'm really excited because as most of you guys know, if you're new here, I am in my 2nd year of my counseling program, and I graduate in 4 months. Super exciting. But my class is basically virtual. So I live on Vancouver Island. My school is in Vancouver. And every like 4 to 5 months, we meet in person for like 5 days. And the last time they would have seen me, I was probably around 270. And I pay for this app where it predicts. It's got like your commitment of how much you want to lose. So I say my commitment to myself is like 2 pounds a week. And then it's like your current rate, and then average. And then it's got like this prediction, so you can like slide over to like certain days, and it'll be like, well, based on this information, whether you click like your current state or whatever your commitment, you will be blank at this time. So I looked at when I go to Vancouver to see my classmates, and it says if I'm at my commitment, I'll be 116, and if I'm at my current stage, I'll be 216. And if I'm at my current stage of like the currentness that I'm losing weight at currently, 209. And if anybody who's been following my journey, 209 pounds is the lowest I've ever gotten, and that's when I was on Saxenda and I was extremely ill. But when I seen that 209, it like, I got so excited. But yeah, I will give you guys like a little glimpse of what I'm looking like. So this is current at 228. I know like I posted like some pictures and stuff before, and if you want to watch, like I got some reels of like progress pictures, really cool. I'll probably do another one because I got like really awesome pictures that I've like updated. I take pictures like once or twice a month. When I look at myself, I still see 260 pounds. Sometimes I still see myself as that 315 pound. And but when I look back on like the progress pictures, that's when I really go like, wow, like you're doing it. Pat on the back. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful week, a wonderful month, and I will catch you guys in April for month 4. Bye for now.